What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. This is Force here with some more Heroes of the Storm, and today I'm going to show you a practice game, primarily because actually getting to play a match with Sylvanas today is pretty much impossible. She's the brand new hero, and everyone's trying to queue up as her, so queues are taking like 30 minutes or something. So I figured I would just show you a quick example or a quick little playthrough of how this new hero plays, go over her different abilities and things like that. So let's get things started. First of all, her trait is black arrows, making it so that the basic attacks against minions, mercenaries, and towers stun them for a second. Now, what this allows me to do is kind of hilarious. I get to sit at a tower and attack it, and it won't be able to attack me back. Now, obviously, if I get interrupted by other people or whatever, that's a different story. Then we've got my Q. My Q is Withering Fire. It's going to shoot out and damage a nearby enemy. It prefers to target heroes, and it refreshes itself over time, but also when nearby minions and heroes die, you get an additional charge, and it stacks up to 5 charges. But it's basically like an ability. You don't get to target who it hits, but you can just keep spamming it when you've got full charges, which is really cool. My W does some damage and applies a dot, and then spreads to targets, which will actually also apply the black arrow ability. So it's going to stun. It basically spreads to an entire merc camp and stuns everyone in it. As you can see, they all got stunned for a short duration. And then lastly, my E is Haunting Wave, which sends out a wave of banshees, and I can hit it a second time at any point along that path to actually teleport to that location. So very cool little setup abilities. In this first tier talent, I guess we'll do, I don't know, let's go with reduced duration of my W. I really like this W ability. So again, I apply it to someone, it's going to spread to nearby enemies, spread to nearby targets, and go ahead and do a little debuff on them. So lots of cool things that you can do with this hero. One of the things that I like the most, well, first of all, this trait is hilarious. All right, for the next tier, let's go ahead and pick up Haunt Wave Refills Withering Fire. Okay. So one of the things that I think is absolutely hilarious and I love about this hero, I mean, I guess we could focus on the objective, but you know, it's a match against AI. This is just an example match. In fact, I wish I could get rid of this dumb thing up top, but it's just an example match, again, primarily because queuing for a game is going to take an eon, and I don't have time to sit around for a half hour waiting for a queue. No siree, Bob. All right, one of the things that I really like about this trait, though, beyond the fact, you know, you can lock down towers, is that it allows you to, very hilariously, it allows you to take no damage from the 2 minion merc camps. So let me show you this here. If you want, you don't have to do this, but if you want, I can basically cycle one to the other and never get hit. Now what this does, unfortunately, at the same time, is it makes it so that it takes longer to kill a single one. So I prefer to just focus one down anyways, and it looks like my buddies are coming. But yeah, you can solo these camps and never get touched. I'll show you that again. I'm gonna walk over here real quick before the AI comes to join me. So again, you just go one like this, 1, 2, and you're never gonna get hit by these things. So I mean, this gives you the opportunity to solo these very, very early if you want. And then while you're doing this, you can also spam your Q. So as you can see, nothing is dying around me, but it's still getting refreshed. So it does refresh over time at a fairly short cooldown. But mostly you're gonna get very quick refreshes when things are dying nearby. Let's actually take this, guys, because we can, and it's a game against stupid people. All right, so I'm gonna show you the banshees now. So I can send out these banshees, and I can reactivate it and get teleported right to their location. She actually does like this little somersault thing, but it's a pretty cool set. It's a pretty cool setup. Now I did do one practice game with Sylvanas, and it does seem like one of the things you're gonna have to really pay attention to, even though you have, oh wow, really? Wow, that's actually really cool. Oh, you get this, you can get stealth for this now. Even though she's got this this haunting wave ability, you're pretty squishy. So you gotta be careful when you're in team fights and stuff like that. You gotta be really, really careful to make sure you're not getting in the middle of stuff, because you're gonna get blown up very fast if you do. So just something to keep in mind. Don't think that, because you have to wait for this to get away from things before you can actually teleport to anywhere. So, and again, look at this lockdown. Isn't that amazing? I want to see this stealth, though. This is actually really neat. So we're going to pop this out. It gives me stealth, and then I keep it. Wow. Very awesome. Very, very awesome. All right, well, I mean, well, we'll go far enough so that I can show you the heroic ability options. I was gonna say that pretty much does it. I don't need to sit here for an entire match. I mean, you get the idea. Fighting against the AI isn't obviously much of a challenge. I wonder if I can lock down these towers the same that I can lock down the mercs. It looks like I can. So I can sit between both of these, and if I'm on it, then I won't get hit by any of the towers, which is pretty neat. That is that is so awesome. That is so very awesome. All right, we're gonna hit 10 here in a second, and then I can show you the heroic ability options. Okay, so 2 choices. Wailing Arrow, which shoots out an arrow and explodes to deal damage and silence enemies. We can activate it a second time to detonate at any point along its path. And then there's Possession, which allows you to take over an enemy minion and have them fight for your side. So Wailing Arrow, you know what it does. I shoot out an arrow, and then I trigger it again, and it blows up, does damage, and silences people. I'm pretty sure most people are going to be using this because it'll be very helpful and effective in team fights. For that reason, we're going to pick up Possession just so you can see it. So I can go ahead and possess somebody. And it's got a very, very short cooldown. But we can take any of these bros. And it's just going to be basic minions. You can take over catapults too. You're going to get a increased duration, or you know what I'm trying to say. It's a 20-second cooldown instead of the 4-second cooldown if you do decide to take over a catapult. And then later on, at level 20, you can choose to upgrade it so that you can take over mercs as well. So mercs that the enemy team has captured, you'll be able to essentially steal from them. You'll be able to take it and say, no thank you. No thank you, mercs. I guess, you know what, why don't we just stay, because we're about to win this here. So whatever. We're gonna win this game in 1 second. But yeah, I love the setup. I love the kit that Sylvanas has. Pretty excited to get into some games and show you some actual matches with her. But again, I'm not sure if that's going to be even possible for me today. But in the coming days, expect a video checking out some Sylvanas gameplay in action. Pretty awesome hero, though. I'm liking what I see so far anyways. All right, let's take some stuff over. That 4-second cooldown's nice. Let's grab these guys over here. Take you over. You fight for my team. Fight for my team, please. You fight for my team. It looks like it fills up their health too, which is really nice. Put out the Wailing Banshees, teleport over there, kill these guys. See you later. Thanks guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick look at some Sylvanas gameplay. Have a great afternoon. I'll see you later. What are you doing? Are you serious, dude?